got Stefan Edberg, the men's champion and #1 seed today. Arantxa Sanchez plays there, and Jimmy Connors, who's in tremendous form here. He's won 2 matches already. He plays Derek Rostagno today on centre court. And on #1 court, Pam Shriver, she plays Mary Jo Fernandez. That'll be a good match. Zina Garrison's playing, John McEnroe's playing, and some super doubles to bring up the rear there on #1 court. And let me just remind you that Nick Brown, yesterday's hero, he plays again today. He plays Thierry Champion of France out on court 13 later on in the afternoon. We'll bring you pictures of that. And he's got a real live chance of getting through to the 4th round. So let's pick up the match then on centre court. Andrea Strnadova, who's won the junior championship here the last 2 years, and Gabriela Sabatini. Ann Jones and Paul Hutchins.
So this match has started with Andrea Strnadova winning the first game against Gabriela Sabatini. Quite an incredible atmosphere out here. First time, as we all know, that these championships in 115 years have ever been played on the middle Sunday. And the age group out here on the centre court is very much lower than normal. And I've never, ever, since coming to Wimbledon for many, many years, heard such a wonderful atmosphere out here. Gabriela Sabatini, who, as many of us know, 21 years of age, seeded 2 in these championships, world rank #3, and has had a wonderful season so far. He's also got a fairly good record here at Wimbledon, reaching the semi-finals twice. Beautiful athlete and a very, very improved player of a year ago. Gabriela serving #1. Both players just getting used to this very light-hearted atmosphere out here. The knockout was something else. Both players take a little time just to get used to the surface.
Yes, well, of course, Gabriela Sabatini, being the star that she is, will, I think, rise to the occasion with all these young people shouting and making so much noise and so much signs of encouragement.
Just out.
30 all.
Most Czechoslovakians have got very solid ground strokes. This young lady, former junior Wimbledon champion, twice in a row, so she's quite experienced here at Wimbledon.
First time on this court, though, Paul. It's quite an experience for a 19-year-old in her first senior Wimbledon.
Net. Second service.
It's always difficult to know what to do on shots like that. Gabriela just wanted really just to play it back deep. Quite a difficult shot. First break point. Nervy second serve there, Anne, from Gabriela.
Yes, it was very short. I was surprised it wasn't punished a little more severely. Big sigh of relief from Gabby. Hasn't settled down here yet. Deuce.
Yes, good approach shot. Nice and deep.
Advantage with Sabatini. Game is Sabatini.
See the relief on the face of Sabatini, having just survived one break point against her. Not a particularly good start from Gabriela Sabatini. Still, she did win the game. 1-1.
Lot 15.
Very measured slice forehand shot, purposely pushing Andrea well outside the court. It's a good shot though.
Lot 40.
And virtually the same shot. Gabriela keeping very low, purposely putting slice on the ball to keep the ball very low. 3 break points.
Game is Sabatini. Sabatini leads 2-1, first set.
So Gabriela has a break in that first set. Let's just take a look outside at these queues coming into Wimbledon today on this special day. A centre court ticket for a tenner, or court number 1, £5 for other court tickets. And we're told by Wimbledon that all 11,000 have been sold now for centre court. Over 1,000 sold for court number 1, and over 1,000 ground passes sold. 13 to 14,000 already inside, 1,000 to 2,000 in the queues outside. So it may just be that if you're in the vicinity, you could still come, and you might either get on to court number 1, where there are those tremendous matches, Shriver and Mary Jo Fernandez and Zina Garrison, and John McEnroe. That's court number 1 there, nearest to us. Quite a few spaces still. But it is pointed out that you shouldn't travel too far because you could still be disappointed. But quite a lot of spaces there on court 1 and the outside course, and tremendous matches all over in prospect today. But centre court is full, super atmosphere there, and Gabriela Sabatini leads 2-1 with a break in the first, and Jones in Paul Hutchins.
So Gabriela Sabatini, having broken the serve to love, leading 2 games to 1 in the first set.
Gabriela Sabatini showing her prowess on a grass court. Beautifully timed drop shot. No way her young opponent can reach it.
And that's well played, 30 all.
And here the youngster improvising very well. She didn't expect that volley to go so deep, and she's forced to volley it, pushes it over Gabby's head, and Gabby has no reply to it. 30 all.
Oh. Oh, that's very, very well played. The best rally she's played so far.
And here the youngster scampering around the court and making her opponent scurry too. The last shot was quite incredible, giving her a break point.
Juice.
Wow, you can see and feel she thought the ball was in, just called out at the last minute. She's had break points on every game so far on Sabatini's serve.
Advantage with Sabatini. Game is Sabatini. Sabatini leads 3 games to 1, first set.
And again, a terrific reception from this crowd, which Anne Jones has said is so much younger than normal. It's great to see the general public coming here. They seem to have lost their inhibitions on the centre court. There's no stuffiness around, there's just pure enjoyment from all the crowd.
15 all.
Very good shot.
I feel here that Andrea's decided she has to get to the net sometime. She goes in on that, and it's a little bit too short. She doesn't outmaneuver her opponent first.
Yes, well played. Sabatini hoisting the lob just to get back into the middle of the court.
30 all.
Completely out of position, but a very good smash. Threatening noises from Sabatini there. Difficult to pass her at the net. Volleys so well, stretches so well, jumps so well. Break point. Yes, nicely played. Beautiful control.
Sabatini leads 4 games to 1, first set.
Now let's show you yesterday's hero. We hope he might be one again today. The man in white there is Nick Brown, the 29-year-old, who yesterday created one of the biggest shocks that Wimbledon has known, beating Goran Ivanisevic, the number 10 seed and last year's semi-finalist, to go into round 3 of the men's singles. He plays in that this afternoon, third match on court 13. He comes by motorbike, rides on pillion. There's the driver, as it were, on his right. And he plays Thierry Champion of France out on court 13 this afternoon. That's the court. A fair bit of space on there if you wanted to come and see it. I think Jennifer Capriati's there at the moment, the 15-year-old seeded player. But now it's back to centre court.
And a lovely atmosphere out here. Gabriella didn't start particularly well, but is comfortably in the lead 4-1. 2 breaks to serve.
Here we see the quality of Andrea's backhand. Gets that one, that return so low over the net, Gabriella is forced to volley it up, and Andrea is able to wrong-foot her opponent.
Oh, yes.
And Gabriella matching pace and power here. She moves beautifully to that. And you can hear the audience participating. Really is quite different from usual. Another lovely dipping return from Andrea.
Very nice touch. Makes it look so easy. Yes, and she did very well to pick that up.
Well, you say she did very well, Paul. I think there was an element of luck in it. Not so much that she got it, but that it just trickled over the net like that.
Oh, yet again, beautiful touch with the volley.
Sabatini leads 5 games to 1, first set.
So very much in control out here of this super atmosphere on the centre court.
Carlos Kiermaier, Gabby's coach, and she's certainly giving everyone a lesson on how to play against a baseliner. Long and short.
Love 15. Love 30.
Such a good length from Sabatini.
Love 14.
Well, it was the right idea because Sabatini was quite far back behind the baseline, but a bit risky at love 30. 3 set points now to Sabatini.
When in doubt, go straight for the opponent's body line.
Still 2 set points.
And
what a way.
Said Miss Sabatini, 6 games to 1. New goals, please.
So after 25 minutes, Gabriela Sabatini comfortably wins 6-1, and although did have a few break points against her.
Yes, but she's used to that, and she's used to weathering the storms. She's won 5 tournaments this year, including an excellent win over Monica Seles in Rome, where she played a very similar match to this one. Played short, wide angles, deep shots, and then the stop volley or the drop shot to break up the rhythm of the ground stroke opponent. She's really grown enormously in stature since winning the United States Open Championships last year. She's settled down, she takes her time now, she doesn't rush herself, and in particular when things are going badly, she still continues to think and try her best. No, he didn't expect anyone here today, did he? Last year we had the wagtail running all over the court, but I think they moved the nest after the babies were hatched. But Andrea Strnadova came and frightened the pigeon away.
Second set. Sabatini to serve.
So second set, Sabatini to open.
15 all. $30-15.
Hits the ball very low over the net with that backhand, two-handed backhand.
$40-50.
Yes, that's better.
And here, Andrew sees this one coming, steps into it, and plays a lovely pass. That one gave it a bit more air over the net. It was a much safer stroke.
And again, she's learned her lessons of hitting the top of the net 2 or 3 times, giving the ball about 2 or 3 feet height over the net, which is much better. Juice.
Advantage, Miss Sabatini. Game, Miss Sabatini. First game, second set. Sabatini leads 1-all.
Now we'll have a little look round while they change ends there on centre court. And we'll see on court number 1 that Mary Jo Fernandez, one of the seeds, is 4-2 up on old favourite Pam Shriver. 3 times a semi-finalist here and a doubles champion, Pam, of course. But 4-2 down, 4-3 now. 4-3. There's Martina, beat Britain's Amanda Grunfeld yesterday, and is playing Lorna Garoni of Italy today, 4-2 up in the first.
Advantage, Miss Nava.
Guy Forget, one of the seeds from France, had a tough match against Gilad Bloom of Israel yesterday, got through in 5. And he's playing Magnus Gustafsson. It's pretty even, that one, first set. And out on court 13, where Nick Brown will be playing later, Jennifer Capriati looks as though she's about to win the first set against Wiltrud Probst of Germany. Has done, 6-3. Right, back to centre court.
So Gabriella, yet to lose a serve. Quite a comfortable match for her so far. It's a love one.
Love 15.
That rally, a great example of different types of spin that Sabatini plays all the time. One slice, one top spin, a couple of slice, another top spin. Good variation.
Love 30.
That's a nice lob. Perfect length.
much better. It seems to me that Andrea Strnadova prefers to stay on the baseline, but feels she should be at the net, so she's tending to fall between two stools here this afternoon.
So a chance to go 2-love with 2 break points. Sabatini standing very wide.
Game is Sabatini.
And again, Sabatini threatens at the net, making it difficult to pass.
Sabatini leads 2 games to love, second set.
We can see, I think, that part of the reason that Andrea is losing her serve is she's not really getting very many first serves in. 42% is quite low compared to Gabby's 63%. 2-love.
Yes, super play at the net. Always in control.
And this is perfect grass court play. One deeper volley and one stop volley to finish the point with.
That's a nice shot. She's been threatening to do that for a long time. Nice two-handed backhand down the line.
(30-50).
Here she plays Andrea a perfect passing shot. The problem is that she needs to do so many of those as she's not coming to the net to threaten her opponent at all.
(40-30).
And that's a very nice shot. The serve was a little short.
And she certainly can play on grass. After all, a couple of weeks ago she won Beckenham. She's producing some fine passing shots. But as I've said, it's difficult to maintain that.
Advantage Miss Sabatini. Game is Sabatini. Sabatini leads 3 games to love, second set, and by 1 set to love.
Andrea Strnadova here. She played in the Australian Open earlier this year, beat Jo Dury in the second round, giving us a lovely smile. She's enjoying it anyway. And then she lost to Gabriela Sabatini there, 6-1, 6-1, in the Australian Open. And So she's no mean player, but I think she's not really quite doing herself justice here. She won Beckenham earlier this month. And can play on grass, but I feel that she would like, or realises that she should go to the net some of the time. Feels a little diffident about doing so.
Time.
Her first appearance on centre court, it's not always easy to do just what you want. And the temptation is to play as other people expect and not stick to your own game.
Love 15.
Yes.
Gabby is really showing us these little stop volleys and dinks around the net and how perfectly well she controls them.
Just taking the pace off the ball, a little bit of top spin, just to get that extra control. Very nice shot. What a pity, what a pity. She deserved to win that point, really. The ball's been kept so low with all this slice both players are playing. Still break point. Oh, that's better.
It is nice to see players enjoying themselves on the centre court. It's a lot of pace and power and angle behind that shot.
Well, we all know what Gabriela was trying to do.
Advantage, Miss Strnadova.
Once she gets to the net, she hasn't lost that many points.
Miss Strnadova.
And a very appreciative applause from the crowd. Nice to see her smile. It's really the atmosphere here that's produced that smile.
Sabatini leads 3-1, second set.
Everyone very relaxed out here today.
$15. $30.
Yes, that's a nice pass.
And here, once again, Andrea produces a beautiful passing shot. The trouble is you need 4 of those to win a game.
Game is Sabatini. Sabatini leads 4 games to 1, second set, and by 1 set to love.
Well, Gabriela Sabatini has been a wonderful change, hasn't it, Anne? A year ago she had a really quite a different game. Now it's very attacking, and a very attacking game, isn't it?
Much more positive, Paul, and it's hard to think that she's still only 21. She seems to have been coming here for a long time. And in fact, it was 5 years ago when she reached the semi-final here as the youngest ever semi-finalist at Wimbledon. The year before that, she was the youngest semi-finalist at the French Championship, so she's had a long career in a short time.
It was at the US Open last year, wasn't it, Anne, where she beat, I think it was Graf, and she'd lost to her 18 times before out of 21. Suddenly she seems to have got fantastic encouragement from that victory at the US Open, and now all's before her, isn't it?
Well, one feels so. It does make such a difference when you win one Grand Slam. It gives you a lot of confidence. I think she's gained a bit of that from sports psychologist Jim Loehr, very famous within our sport, and also a sense of enjoyment from Carlos Kiermaier, her coach.
Simply beautiful.
She does have such delightful touch, lovely hands, controls the ball perfectly.
And so is that.
Well. And here we get quite a respectable return from Gabby. It was dealt with very severely.
Suddenly she's getting in the habit of winning a few good points. It's a question of stringing them together. Quite a difficult shot because there was so much topspin on the ball, swirling around up there.
First service. Game is Strnadova.
And she's almost embarrassed, I think, by this crowd. She wants to smile.
Sabatini leads 4 games to 2, second set.
It'd be nice if the centre court crowd was always like this. Yes, perfect, down the line.
And there are signs here of Andrea Strnadova showing us just how she can play. Picks her spot and lands just inside the line.
She actually did well to get that ball up because Sabatini's volley, the ball didn't rise at all off the grass.
$30-50. All.
So not that many double faults from either player. Sabatini's drop shots have been very effective because she puts a little bit of backspin on the ball, and when it hits the grass it just dies.
Game is Sabatini. Sabatini leads 5-2, second set, and by 1 set to love.
So the young Czech girl has done fairly well out here. It's difficult really, Anne, isn't it? But she has been the #1 junior in the world a couple of years ago. She has won the junior title here twice, and it's interesting always for you and I to see how they progress from juniors into the senior ranks.
Yes, and there's been obviously a lot of talk about Jennifer Capriati, but this young lady beat Jennifer Capriati in 1989 here in the Junior Championships. So there isn't that much difference, and I rather feel that it's a clash of styles here this afternoon. Andrea prefers, obviously, to play from the baseline, but her opponent is not really allowing her to get into any kind of rhythm. Gavi is playing so well with these well-disguised drop shots and well-disguised stop volleys, and her young opponent just cannot get to them. So Gavi employing the perfect tactics here this afternoon, and the crowd thoroughly enjoying it. I just wish that we get some more young people playing the sport after this.
Well played. Gabriella thought the ball was out, but no call from the linesman.
15 love.
Or should I say, lines person. Hit such a good shot to get past Sabatini at the net. Improved her movement so much in the last year.
$30-50.
Yes.
14-15.
And here Andrea picking up the power of her first service delivery and on the line as well. She seems to generate pace from nowhere at times.
Yes, that's well played. And that is a very popular game from this very young crowd out here on the centre court.
Sabatini leads 5 games to 3, second set.
They want this young lady, very pretty, isn't she? And they want her to win a few more games.
Fifteen long.
Well,
Long.
Sabatini serves so wide so often in this match. There's another wide serve. She hits with a lot of variation on that serve. Slicing it wide to the forehand.
Fire, please.
Sabatini now with 3 match points.
First service.
So that's one save. 40-50. 2 to go. There it is.
Game, set, match, Sabatini.
Very enjoyable match.
6-1, 6-3.
Sabatini absolutely delighting this crowd out here today. First time in the championships. Middle Sunday has been played. And just listen to them. They love it, don't they?
Well, Paul, she's only lost 4 times this year. And 2 of those losses have been to Monica Seles, who's not here. So is it going to be Sabatini's turn to win Wimbledon?
So they're having fun on centre court here today, and lots more good matches to watch. Let's hope that the weather holds. It's not too bad at the moment. Now, let's show you who Gabriela will play in the next round, in the 4th round. She'll be up against a seed, actually, Nathalie Tauzier of France, seeded 11. She's out there on court 15, or was out there on court 15. That's the lady on the right there. She's been playing Linda Ferrando and won convincingly. 6-1, 6-1. So she will play Gabriela Sabatini. That's seed 11 against the 2nd seed in the next round.